So I see that you want to be a realtor. In this video, I'm going to explain the 5 steps you need to take in order to get your real estate license. If you want to skip forward to the part where I explain how I studied for the exam, then go to this time link. Other than that, if you want to know how exactly to get your exam with the 5 steps you need to take, then keep watching. So step 1, you have to take 135 hours of pre-licensing courses. It is real estate principles, real estate practice, and real estate financing. This is for California. I took mine in California. I heard that California is one of the more difficult ones to take. Either way, I'm sure they're all very similar. So you could go search on, all I did was search on Safari, what are the requirements for the exam, and I found it. Step 2 is you have to take the final for the 3 courses. It's as simple as that. Step 3 is doing a background check. Yes, you have to do a background check. I'm sorry for all you felons out there, but yes, indeed, you have to do a background check. After your background check, you could finally take your real estate exam, as long as you haven't killed anyone. The real estate exam contains 150 questions. You have to pass with a 70% or above. Pretty much there are 4 steps to getting your real estate license. It's correctly termed salesperson exam and salesperson license. The 5th step after you get your salesperson license is to find a brokerage. Then when you find a brokerage, you sign with them. You have to pay a certain amount, and then you're in that brokerage. After you pay that fee and you're inside of a brokerage, the broker calls you their agent. Now you're considered a real estate licensee, real estate agent, real estate professional, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now I'm gonna explain to you how I studied, how I prepared for this exam, and I'll tell you, it was stressful. I had to cut everything off. First thing I'm gonna tell you, delete social media at least for 2 months, okay? Just delete it, just delete it, just delete it. I'm telling you, it will get in your way. The reason I'm telling you this is because the app I'm gonna tell you to download is on your phone. It will be on your phone, and anytime you're able to be on your phone, you should be studying. Repetition, 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 and simplicity. Make it simple. Use flashcards. Everyone says, I know, I sound like everyone else. But you have to use flashcards. Look how many I made. Or make it rain with all these. Make flashcards, at least just to learn some of the words. Look up what are the most known words in real estate. What are the most branched out words like foreclosure, words like RESPA, words like ADA. Some people say, and it's not necessarily true, but the real estate exam is basically a huge vocabulary test. It's only 4 multiple choice each time, A, B, C, D. So your odds are pretty high if you know what A, B, C, D are, and you could eliminate which ones are which by just knowing the vocabulary. You should schedule it 2 months ahead of the first day you start studying. All you need is 2 months to study. I don't think you should go longer than that. I don't think you should go shorter than that. Before I started, I asked them, how do I study? How do I study? How do I study? Everyone's told me prep agent, prep agent, prep agent. If you didn't know what prep agent is, well, you do now. Prep agent is an app that you could use on your phone or on the laptop. I prefer the laptop, but if you're not at home, you of course use your phone. That's why I said to delete your social media. That way, anytime you're away on the road or whatever, you're sitting passenger, you should be on the phone studying your exam. I believe there's 8 different sections you could study on Prep Agent, which mirror the ones that are in the exam. And the questions that I got on Prep Agent were very similar to the ones that I got on the actual exam. They weren't exact, but they were pretty similar, and some of them were actually exact. So remember, if you know and also Prep Agent has vocabulary that you could just go through and create flashcards on there, so you don't have to go look up on Safari what something is or nothing like that. You just go on Prep Agent, look up, you press on vocabulary, and there it is. You just click through. It literally has flashcards there. It's a label that says flashcards. But Prep Agent, yes, you do have to pay for it. Nothing in life is free. Trust me. This investment is not a lot. My investment came through, and it really helped me. So yeah, Prep Agent has about 8 different sections. You should start way at the top, which is vocabulary. Go down the ladder. What I was told by a broker was to start at the top, which is vocabulary, do 25. Then once you get all 25 right, correct, out of 25, then you go to 50. So 50 out of 50, then you go 70, 75 out of 75, then you go 100. And once you get all 100 right, okay, now go down right below vocabulary. 100 of those, then you go to the next one. Then you go 100 of those, so on and so forth. You're gonna fail a lot at the beginning, but that's how it is in life. So the more questions that I got wrong, I remembered more than the ones that I kept getting right. Remember, anytime you're away from home, you're on your phone studying Prep Agent. Anytime you're at home, you're on your laptop if you have one. I'm not the best test taker, at least I thought I wasn't until I did something like this that I'm into, So if you're into real estate, you're not into school, You could do it. You could really do it. I believe in me. I believe in you. Okay, you could do it. You could pass. You could get this real estate license, and it'll be worth it. Trust me. It builds confidence. It helps you get out of your comfort zone, and it's just a good career path for a lot of people who don't want to go to school. Even if you do want to go to school, it's even better. But I do want to point out the most important thing here. Remember, repetition, repetition, repetition. Do not stop repeating things. Do not stop taking the tests. Do not stop taking the practice exams. Do not stop studying vocabulary. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you for taking the time out of your day to watch. I hope I educated you somewhat, at least, on how to pass your real estate license. Remember, vocabulary, repetition, and prep agent. That's the most important three. So thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Later.